So a lot of women get insecure about their bodies after they give birth. And I think that's where you men come in also. Let your woman know that, see,
everybody finds fulfillment in different things.
Yeah.
Some people find fulfillment in having these children.
And I didn't know I didn't want kids before. It's when we now got married and I said no. I saw the way he was behaving and I decided that I don't want kids.
So, well, that's why it's very important you guys have those discussions.
Yes.
Hi guys, welcome
to the Not So Couple podcast. Okay, so there's this video that I saw online, child-free people versus people that want, just basically people that do not want children and people that want children.
Okay.
So there was this debate, heavy debate. So
I don't want to have a child. There are enough children in the world to make everybody happy. Me adding one more is not going to change anything.
I had 4 and I had all the 4 through CS. I can tell you, the most enjoyable part of my life was taking care of my children.
My mother has 3 kids and she's a single mother. If she did not have any children, my mother would be an even more accomplished woman.
Anything you want to achieve in life, you can achieve, whether you have children or not. I gave birth my first child when I was in 200 level. So as at my 500 level, I've given birth to 3 children.
Women have been listing out things that they've gone through during childbirth. Loss of hearing, loss of taste, loss of smell, loss of sight, arthritis, preeclampsia, cancer. All those cancer. Why go one born and can't get cancer? Why?
About it has happened to 1 or 2 persons. Doesn't mean that it will happen to you.
You no longer caring about the mother of the child that you are requesting for is vain. About 70,000 women in Nigeria today are dying from childbirth.
Do you know how mentally draining it is when you are taking care of a child? The psychological changes your body is going through, and then you now have to think about your employer getting a new job.
Honestly, I get it. Like, you should not bully anybody to having kids. Some people are talking from a place of fear, some a place of, trauma, like past experiences. And I don't think you can bully anybody to having kids.
Yeah, I don't think so. And like you said, everybody finds fulfillment in different things. Some people find fulfillment in having these children. Other people find this in traveling around the world and exploring places. So if that is you, this is what I want. I'm not ready for a family. I'm not ready to start establishing that. And make sure this is communicated with your partner.
Yes, and I think because when you say talk about it with your partner, okay, so what in a situation whereby the person wants to have kids but not now.
Okay. So
maybe it's like, okay, I want kids but not now. Do you think something worth mentioning, or you think that since you just don't want it yet, it's not that you're not going to have kids at all? Do you think it's something that is worth mentioning?
Oh yeah, definitely. In talking stages, those are the vital questions. Those are the vital discussions to have, because definitely, as a guy, you definitely want to know when you're marrying someone what that person's aspiration is for a family. Does the person want to have a family with you? Does the person want to have a family at all? Sure, you understand? So it's always
two
best
different things.
So it's 2 different things, because first and foremost, does the person want to have a family with you? Then also, does the person want to actually have a family at all? So when you know those 2 things, you have a clearer picture of the kind of life you're going to have with that kind of person.
And I think, not wanting to have kids is not selfish, but not telling your partner that you don't want to have kids is what is selfish. And I think, if you don't want to have kids at all, you should mention it to your partner. If you want to have kids but not now, it's also worth mentioning. Also, I feel like if you tell your partner that this is like my aspiration, I want to have kids but not now, maybe in the next 5 years, I want to do this, I want to do that, I think it also helps your partner to work with you. For example, when we're dating, I mentioned that I wanted to have my master's before I have before kids, before anything. I'm going to finish my master's, and I had some professional exams that I also wanted to write. And I remember that it helped us work together during that period. To be honest, it helped me reach that goal faster. So I feel like if you work with your partner, tell your partner your aspirations, your timeline for yourself, it helps your partner to also work with you to help you achieve those dreams faster.
And also it also makes the partner know where to support you and how to support you. For me, I knew that you wanted to have those certifications before having a family, and it was as important to me as it was important to you too. So I made sure that, okay, everything that I could do to support you in that period, we already knew that once we got married, we wanted to start this family together. So yeah, it really helped us.
It helped me. It helped me basically because you know, I just feel like, yes, I'm ready to have kids now. And so that was like after we got married.
But you see why it's important to have these discussions in talking stage, because if we didn't have those discussions in talking stage, how was I meant to know that, okay, I could have just taken that, oh, maybe she doesn't want to have a family, she doesn't want to have children, but I didn't know that you had personal targets and goals you had set for yourself. And that's what I mean. Please, it's important to find out what your partner's aspirations are. Know what their goals are. Know exactly where they want to be in the next couple of years. Don't just assume for them. Don't just believe that, oh, you know everything about them.
Oh, she has a job now, so
she should be good. Yeah, she should be good. Please ask, what are your aspirations for the next 5 years? What exactly do you want to do? And also, do you want to have a family with me? Do you want to have a family at all? Those are important questions, I feel like.
And also, when she says she doesn't want to have a family, or when she says, I don't want to have kids, don't just take it as that. Go for the why. Sometimes, like I said, it's fear. Some women are just scared of and these are valid fears. Oh, my body will change after I give birth, and that's when the man will now decide that, you know, if there's somebody else that, you know, has a better body than me and stuff like that, you know. So a lot of women get insecure about their bodies after they give birth, and I think that's where you men come in also. Let your woman know that, see, it's not about that. These things don't matter to me, you know, and it's also not like in words, but like in action as well. And I also feel like if her fear is also maybe a past trauma, maybe the things that her mom went through when, you know, when she was when her mom went through as a mom in the marriage. So maybe the father wasn't treating her well, because I mean, if you're not treating the mother of your child well, don't be surprised if your daughter too grows up and says she doesn't want to have kids, because she's watching you. So I think this is also when men need to come in. First of all, let your partner know in action that you're not that kind of person. We're in this together. Because another fear is, oh, I'll do it alone. That's when we give birth now, and I'll do the parenting alone. It will all be me.
Sure, and I think that's why when you're asked the question as a man, it's important to know the why. Why, if you don't want to, if she's not interested in having a family, or if she's not interested in having kids, find out why. Is it, like you mentioned, trauma, past trauma, or is it fear for losing her body or her self-confidence? So I think knowing all those, having all those information, getting all this information from her helps you to understand exactly how to help her feel maybe a bit more confident in having a family with you. Help her feel a bit more confident that you would be a better partner, or you would be a supportive partner during that period. When you have a partner that, for example, has past traumas, you have to have those you have to know exactly what those traumas are, exactly what are her fears, what exactly has she seen, what exactly has she experienced, and how exactly are you going to make sure she doesn't experience that when she has a family with you. If your wife is scared of losing her body or her career or herself after children, and it's a huge, trust me, man, it's a huge deal for women, because motherhood is a whole lot, and it can be everything in their life at that period. So yes, it's a very, very valid fear, and as the husband, as the partner, you play a very vital role in making sure that she feels very confident in actually using her body, giving up her body for that purpose. You make sure she feels very confident in giving up her body for that purpose, because if she doesn't feel confident that you would be able to help her to find her way back or discover herself back again.
But I feel like men just need to reassure the woman, and that if you can reassure the woman, you know, make her feel like she's not going to be alone in the whole parenting, I feel like, you know. And if the woman now still, even after that, if you now discover that she still doesn't want to have kids, you can't force her. Don't think that maybe when you get married, she's going to change her mind. Nah. That will be on you.
That's on you.
Because she has already told you that she doesn't want to have kids. It's a different thing if she says in 5 years, maybe in 5 years I'll be having kids. If she says in 5 years I'll be ready, and then after 5 years she's not now ready, and I think
when people say 5 years, there's probably something they want to achieve within that 5 years. So it's also very important to know exactly what she wants to do.
5 years?
Yeah. So are we exploring the world in 5 years? Are we doing something in 5 years? Are you achieving something in 5 years? I think it's better.
Not just there mentally.
Yes, I think it's just better, because when you know exactly what is, because that way you're able to nail it down to whether she actually wants to do it at all, or she's just saying 5 years because, oh, I need to buy time and anything.
She wants to buy time. She just wants to keep you.
Yeah, keep you and buy time. Yeah. So it's very, very important that you know that, okay, is there something you want to achieve in that 5 years? And yeah, if there's something you want to achieve, I think it's better you know about it, so that within that period you are supporting rather than just distancing yourself from what she's doing at that point.
I'll just say that, please, on the women's side, let's be transparent.
Have discussions.
Because to be very honest, most of the time when it comes to having kids, it's the woman that we are the ones that ultimately make the decision. It's our body. We are the one carrying the life. So it's very important. Do you want it or not? And be very transparent. If you want it now, I mean, if you don't want it now, but later, be transparent and say why it's the case. Yeah. If you don't want it at all, it's valid. Let me just say, don't feel like, oh, they'll start, it's valid. Yeah. Nobody will judge. Even if they judge you, it's your decision. Yeah, it's your decision. Because I always say it, if you don't want to have kids, it's better you do not have them. It's very valid. If you don't want kids, don't have kids. But be very transparent. I think that's just it. And let me just say one thing, because there's a loophole. Yeah. You can now say, oh, maybe I didn't know that I did not want to have kids until I got married. Women, you always know deep down. We always know. We always know when something is off, if we don't actually want something. And I think being true to yourself from the onset is what is going to save you. Yeah. Because don't use the, I didn't know I didn't want kids before. It's when we now got married and I said knowing. No, this is why you need to know your partner. Maybe now say, maybe I saw the way he was behaving and I decided that I don't want kids.
So, well, that's why it's very important you guys have those discussions.
Know yourself and just know what you want for yourself. Yeah.
Anyways, I think we've spoken about that well, and let us know what you guys think. Do you think these discussions are very important to have in talking stages? As men, do you guys ask these questions in talking stages? And as women, are you also having discussions with your partners? Trust me, it's very important. Let us know exactly what you think. Drop your comments, and
we'll see you in the next episode. Bye.
Bye.